Hello and welcome back to another episode of Beyond NSU. I'm your host, Chloe Ryan, and today I have the honor of being here with Mr. Aaron Hawkins, who is graduating from NSU this December. He was here in '97 as the senior class president and came back to NSU in 2015. How are you doing, Mr. Hawkins?
Fine. Thanks for asking.
So, you're graduating this December.
Yes.
Are you excited?
Very.
It's been quite a time coming.
Right. Been a lot of barriers, but we're here now.
Mm-hmm. And that's what matters.
Right.
So, you're from Norfolk.
Yes, ma'am.
Why did you choose NSU?
Well, at the time, coming out of high school, it was more pipeline at William & Mary, UVA, Virginia Tech, but my mother was also a graduate of Norfolk State University. And my older brother is a graduate of Norfolk State University who was also a member of the 1984 CIAA championship team.
Okay. So family ties is what
Yes,
you drew
ma'am.
you
Yes, ma'am.
to NSU.
Absolutely.
All right. And what did you study when you got here?
Psychology under Dr. Delaney Robinson.
All right. And were you involved in any organizations during your time here? Well, we know you were senior class president.
Yes, I was.
And you
also,
were known as Hawk.
Yes. yes. I was also, like I say, 4-year football letterman.
Okay.
I was recruited by the great legendary Bailey. And he was one of the legendary coaches that came and won back-to-back championships here during the Division II era.
Okay.
And it was just, it was exciting times during those times. I don't want to take the whole day talking about it, but it was exciting times during those times.
Did you do anything else other than football and student government?
Senior class president, and also I was advocate of the student to the dean. So if it was any difficulties, they would come to me and I would speak on their behalf. Because it was kind of strict back then. We didn't have quite as the freedom that this MEAC Norfolk State have. So it was more quaint then.
Okay, so you were that reliable spokesperson.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's talk about campus back then, because you were here in the '90s, and now you're graduating in 2022. So let's talk about the differences in campus.
Well, one thing is the reliability of being able to go in the buildings and get your academic work done with the support. It was a lot of support back then, but it's more over support. The buildings are brand new now. It's also the football team have an opportunity of playing on campus. And also our basketball team is honorable now. It was honorable back then. Ben Wallace, legendary NBA Hall of Famer, future Hall. I don't know if he's in the Hall of Fame. He couldn't win on this campus. Oh. So now we're playing on the national level, and that's exciting as well, to be able to cut the television on and see your own university on television. It's a big change.
And you said when you were here, you guys were D2,
yes,
and now
ma'am.
we're D1. So
and
that's
now we're
another.
D1, yes, ma'am.
That's another difference. And you said you guys played off campus?
Yes,
your field was off campus.
Yeah, we played at what is called SB Ballard now. We had to take a bus ride over to ODU Stadium. ODU did not have a football team at the time.
Oh.
So we was the big show in town. It was really like Saturday mornings to Saturday evening belonged to Norfolk State within the city of Norfolk.
Oh, wow.
It belonged to Norfolk State.
Wow.
It's coming back now, and I see it too as well. That's why.
Yeah, slowly but surely. I was about to say, how times have changed.
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about why you left in '97.
Well, '97, I had the opportunity, eligibility run up when you're playing football, the NCAA rules. So I had the opportunity of having a small contract with the Mason-Dixon Football League.
Okay.
And playing, just to have an opportunity to play football again.
Yeah.
So I left and pursued that for quite a while.
Okay, and what teams did you play for?
I played for, it was called the Virginia Hurricanes.
Okay.
And I played with a couple of guys from Hampton University.
Cool.
A couple of guys were also from Drexel. They was from all over.
Yeah.
It wasn't just local. You had to really, have a background in the game.
Okay.
Also, it was the Virginia Destroyers, and I started out with the Tidewater Sharks.
Okay. So how long did you play for each team? Do you recall?
Well, each team, I collectively played a total like 16 seasons.
16, okay.
So probably for each team, because sometimes, on that level, funding will fold. So I will go to another team. So for each team, it was probably 5 to 7 seasons for each team.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
5
wow.
to 7 seasons, something like that.
Okay, and that in terms of years. So you started in 97 and went on until...
Wow, 97. I finished up, it was, let me see. I want to say it was about 2010, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
When I actually said, that's it. Because my daughter, I remember holding my daughter who was 16 in my arms after a game.
Oh.
And it was starting to get to me. The game was slowing up. They were slowing up, trying to get out of there.
All right, and what position did you play?
Well, in the minors, I played strong safety. At Norfolk State, I was halfback, tight end, and special teams.
Oh, okay. And how long have you been playing football? Well, how long did you play football?
Well, I had the opportunity of playing with Norfolk State University Hall of Famer Darius Blunt in high school with the Maury Commodores. And also had the opportunity of playing with John Quinterly, whose son played with Norfolk State, Nyree Quinterly, who was a great outstanding ball player as well. So basically, I picked the game up in 11th grade.
Oh, wow.
I thought I was a basketball player at first, found out I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
So I picked the game up in 11th grade, and it carried me on to from 89, 90 to about 2010.
Oh, wow.
Just football, and I had my family in between too as well.
Okay. So what drove you to come back?
Well, it was Obama with his reclamation project. He had a nice reclamation project for former students who hadn't completed, and that sparked my interest, of completing that, and also being able to complete that one officially in front of my parents.
Okay.
That really pushed me back. I didn't want to just have that lingering.
Understandable.
Yes.
That's important.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
and it worked for right now. It's working. It's working.
I love that for you.
Appreciate you.
So let's talk about what you're doing now. Not only are you graduating, but you're working as well. So let's tell us about your job now.
Right now, I had the opportunity of working under a new leader in a program called TRIO, which is Norfolk State Student Support Services TRIO.
Okay.
Under Dr. Danielle Williams, who formerly was a Virginia State graduate.
Okay.
But I'm under her, and she's the director of the TRIO position. I'm a graduate assistant in that department. And that is the division leaders is Dr. Townsend Porter and Dr. Brown, who absolutely, I was fortunate for them to be able to believe in me, all 3 of those leaders. So right now I'm in the TRIO department doing student development with a marginalized population, first generation students.
Okay.
And they can acclimate that, being in that program all the way through graduation, through grad school.
Okay, and how do you utilize your psychology?
Well,
in that?
The transitions of individuals who parents or family members who never stepped into the form of collegiate academics, that could be frightening.
True.
That could be frightening. So with my psychology, I kind of stay within the realms of the theories that are scientific based. So I stay within CBT therapy, which is cognitive behavior therapy. Cognitive meaning thinking and reasoning.
Yeah.
On the academic level, and solution focus.
Okay.
That's approach that we take, a person-centered approach.
All right. And have you been able to build relationships with these students that you work
yes.
with?
Yes.
And what is that like?
Right now, it's amazing. Because some of the young ladies call me, I'm like their father figure. And that's very rewarding to be able to, help somebody and to move on that probably didn't have that support.
Okay. And I think you mentioned before that you're doing some volunteer work at high school.
Well, I'm at Churchland High School doing
Churchland
my
High School?
intern.
You're doing an internship.
Yeah, 300 hours.
All right, and how does that work? How are you balancing schoolwork,
Well,
being a single father, and doing school at the same time?
Well, I have awesome children. My children are awesome. I'm not just saying that really my children. I have awesome children. My son, who's named after me, he's Aaron Hawkins II. He's 14. He's 6'1", 251 pounds. So I keep him engaged. He played with Blair Middle School this year, football. Like I said, my daughter runs track. So, and my son is, my baby boy's in elementary school. So.
Oh, you have little ones too. Oh, okay.
So, basically, the Norfolk public school system has helped out. I would be honest, and it's no free time for me. It's all about them.
Okay.
It's all about the university.
All right. I like that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we have run out of time. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us today, Hawk. And congratulations for graduating this semester. We need you to come back.
Yes, ma'am.
We could talk more.
Absolutely.
Well, that is all the time that we have for today. I'm your host, Chloe Ryan, and we'll see you next time.